Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome back to Sabrina is Healthy and Whole. Before we get started, you already know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe, and set your notification for when you so you get another notification when I drop a new video. So, this is my weekly review of The Real Housewife of Potomac. This is season 7, episode 13. That just aired on last night, Sunday, right? So, this episode started with Karen packing for Ashley's birthday girls trip to Mexico. So Ray came in and she was packing, and saying they was having a conversation. And if and it flashback to Karen and Ashley talking about her birthday, and they putting together this trip. They put this trip together in a couple of days, it seemed like. But yeah, and then Karen was talking about Wendy, because Wendy's coming on a trip, and she said Wendy is flying in with Ashley and Karen because more people have issues with Wendy than not. So to make it, a little bit more comfortable, no issues pop off, whatever. So Wendy's going to fly in with Karen and Ashley because they're going in early to set up for the rest of the girls, to prepare for the rest of the girls on the trip. Then the next scene, Gizelle's talking to Robin on the phone. Giselle had just left a doctor's appointment. She had a biopsy because she has fibroids or something going on. So she had a biopsy, and she was talking about with the procedure, she don't know how she will feel afterwards, like how she's gonna move around, how she gonna maneuver life after, when she's down and out for a little bit to recover. And then she's gonna say, I don't know how sex is gonna be like. I'm gonna be like, Gizelle. Like, who you having sex with, Gizelle? But I guess they don't show everything on the show, right? Because she probably have a little friend on the side or something going on that we don't know about as of yet, right? But I thought that was funny. And then Robin and Gizelle talked about Karen's show. As I said in my last video, I can't really compare the two shows. Because one to me was like a variety show. It gave you a different type of thing, and one was a live podcast show. So basically, they did their podcast, or no, they did do a podcast. Well, it seemed like they did a podcast or a podcast type thing, but it was live. So yeah. So I can't really compare. They was confused. They're like, well, it didn't really seem like it was about Karen. I just think Karen did what she wanted to do, or she did not know what to do, so she just put something together real quick based on her assistant's idea. You know what I'm saying? So, but it seemed like to work because as of now, she done a couple of shows. So, there's people that like, they support Karen, they like it. So, I haven't really heard nothing bad about it, but yeah. Give me 1 second. Oh, so then it goes to Robin and Juan, and their two kids. Their two kids are handsome. They're talking about the wedding and how they want a private wedding somewhere, like Caribbean something. Their kids looking like, really, yeah, y'all really gonna get married? But yeah, they had a tailor come by to take some measurements of the boys and of Juan. But yeah. And she said in the video, in that scene that the wedding, they wanted to do the wedding before his schedule gets real hectic. And then she said it's like July or something, June or July. And production put 40 days away. To my knowledge, they're not married yet, right? I have to look that up. I don't think they married. So I think that has gone and passed. And that was last year. Because we're coming up June, July of 2023 right now. So that was 2022. So I don't think they got, I don't know if they married or they, or anything of that nature. I'm not sure. I have to look that up. But yeah. Now, the scene about Maya. Maya is talking to G. She's sitting at her desk, and I seen people on Twitter talking about her, like Maya trying to be fake and trying to act like she's a boss, writing notes on sticky notes and stuff like that. Somebody said get her a planner, because you know what I'm saying, she's writing, taking notes and doing whatever on a sticky note. And her and G talking about or making arrangements about for their children, try to put things together because their children have an event. They're supposed to bring cupcakes or something, and Maya tell G, no, you have to attend the event because I'm not going to be there. This is around the time, this is when we're leaving to go to Mexico, so you need to be there. He like, okay. And then she brings up Jacqueline, and she was like, Jacqueline's mad at her because she won't make arrangements for the babysitter for her two girls. So she, you know what I'm saying, she's bringing up, at that point, for that incident, I kind of understand her being a little irritated, but I also heard, not heard, but I seen on Twitter that during that time, Jacqueline was going through a divorce. So that kind of that puts another input on it. As a friend, you say this is my sister, because I know with my sister, if I had a nanny and I know that my sister's going on this trip with us and she needs assistance with her children, with the babysitter, I will go ahead and help them. You know what I'm saying? I will go ahead and help her. And of course, if she can't afford it right now, you know what I'm saying, for the extra, of course I will flip it for her. So the way that Maya is saying is she helps Jacqueline a whole lot. Like basically Jacqueline is, the way she's saying, basically Jacqueline can be on her tax returns or something like that. You know what I'm saying? She could claim Jacqueline on her tax returns. So because they did a playback of last week when Jacqueline was talking about her car, and the facial expression that Maya made was, "Girl, you know we paid for the car." So, but the thing is, Maya, up to now, you was okay with it. You if you was paying for her stuff, if you was paying for it, did you have a conversation with her? Like, look, I love you, but we can't keep supporting you, type conversation. Or I love you, but we can't keep doing this. We can't keep giving you money like this. Like, something got to give. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's do this. Since we've been helping you a whole lot, supporting you, let's set up a timeline for us to win you off or something. Have you had that type of conversation with her? It don't seem like you did. So instead of having a conversation with her, you're trying to put her on blast on national TV, which is not cool. And this her family then took you in and helped you out. And you said that you feel like because her family took you in and helped you out, like you know what I'm saying, this is why you're doing it. No. If that's the case, then why are you bringing it up? If you do something, and that's another thing, when you do something for somebody, you do it at the kindness of your heart. Don't bring it up and put it and shove it back in their face. That's not cool. Just don't do it at all if you're going to do that. But yeah, Maya, yeah. So I don't know. So it seemed like to me that Maya has been financially or supporting her from time to time, or a lot of times, and she's kind of tired of it. So it is. That's what my take of it, right? Now, and she said that Jacqueline's mad at her because of that. Then at the time, Jacqueline, Maya's babysitter, nanny, is Jacqueline's sister. It's a whole thing about, like, it's a YouTuber. Jacqueline's sister did an interview with, I think his YouTube name is Make It Make Sense. Y'all go check that out. He did an interview with Jacqueline's sister, and Jacqueline's sister is not playing with Maya. Like, she's not playing. She's no longer their babysitter at this point in time, according to the interview. So that's, I don't know. Now the ladies. So the ladies, the rest of, so now Ashley, Karen, and Wendy is already in Mexico. Now the ladies are getting ready to head to Mexico. They're at the plane. They're in the airport. They get on the plane. Something happened on the plane. Maya and Jacqueline get into an argument, and Jacqueline brought up something about her childhood past, which is kind of mean, you know what I'm saying? Her childhood past, but it's mean. Like, they are mean to each other. They was going back and forth, talking about, Jacqueline was saying it takes a village, according to what the ladies were saying. It takes a village to raise a lady and stuff like that. And Jacqueline brought up her childhood and stuff because, you know, Maya is, wasn't raised, was, you know what I'm saying, jumping from foster home to foster home, or her Jacqueline family members took her in. So, you know what I'm saying, her parents didn't finish raising her. So yeah. Ashley brings in vibrators for the ladies on the trip. I don't know what these house rides and toys, but yeah, they love them. Ashley should have went to Candy, support Candy in her endeavor and her toys and stuff like that, but it didn't look like she did. So, Jacqueline and Maya. So now, now all the ladies are there. They sing happy birthday to Ashley. And then they sit down, and I guess they're after singing happy birthday, they sit down to, I guess, to talk a little bit more. Jacqueline and Maya gets into it because somebody said something about the devil, and Jacqueline like, no, the devil was in her, talking about Maya. And then they go back and forth. They was going back and forth, and then they was like, basically it came out that Maya told Jacqueline, well, close your legs to marry man. Everybody like, oh. Like, what is this about? Like, what is going to close her legs to marry man? And of course, y'all know where that came from. And I don't think she said it right, but y'all know where that came from. Nene Leakes from Real Housewives of Atlanta. So everybody's like, what is going on? And everybody, and then it's funny. It is funny how the two people that Maya was coming on early on during the season, she went at Wendy and she went at Candace for Maya being mean to them, and they didn't want to console her at the time when her and her friend, her so-called best friend, is going at it. Jacqueline, Maya didn't want to go talk to her, which is understandable because when you're in a heated argument, you're not gonna want to go talk to the person you're arguing with. But Candace was telling Maya, go talk to your friend. This is your friend for 30 years. She's over there crying. Maya did not care. And I think the best thing that ever happened to Jacqueline was come on the show and see Maya's true colors. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you can't deny it because one is on TV, is recorded, and 7, 8, how many other ladies are there to see it, to witness it? So, like, yeah. So Maya said she didn't care, and she really don't care. She don't care. So I think Maya is fed up about taking care of or financially supporting Jacqueline, and Jacqueline's fed up with all the other stuff Maya's going through. So that's and this is what happens when you hold your feelings in, you don't speak your mind. You are on a trip with a bunch of strangers, and you get into an argument with the only friend that you have for 30 years is there. And strangers are consoling you, not your best friend. So we have to learn how to speak our minds, right? Candace look, her new look that they show her new confessional with the pink, I think that's really cute. That's a cute look on her. Now, the girls got their little gift. Robin had a veil that says future brides. Yeah, future bride. It flew off, and she's like, "Is that a sign? Is that you have plenty of signs?" She's like, "Is that a sign that we're not gonna get married? You have plenty of signs that you're not gonna get married." But I still, I don't know if they're not married, if they're married or not married at this. You know what I'm saying? Now, what else? So now they're at dinner. Sharice is on the trip too. You know, Karen and Sharice. Karen don't get down with Sharice like that. So Sharice, they're talking at dinner, and then here comes Giselle, Messy Boots, She come in and stir in the, you know what I'm saying, stir the pot and watch it boil over. Like, oh my God, it's boiling over. Like, what's going on? You are doing that. So Gizelle turns the attention to Charisse and to Karen. So Charisse was like, well, I just wish that you would just let me know. Basically, like, I just wish that you let me know that you don't like me and will whatever. And to my knowledge, and some people on Twitter said that Karen have said that Charisse, that she don't like Charisse. Now, she said it on camera, if I'm not mistaken. She said it on camera, but I don't know if she said it to Charisse face to face. I don't know. Because you remember the first couple of episodes when Charisse came into the scene, Charisse walked up to her and say, like, you know what I'm saying, let's sit down and have brunch or dinner or whatever. Let's have lunch. And that was the last thing she heard of her. For me, if I say, let's have lunch, breakfast, dinner, or whatever, and that person never said, okay, let's set up a date, we never met up, then I know that, okay, whatever. I mean, I would ask one time after, like, what's going on, like, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But after that, it is what it is. Like, you already know. Like, we too grown not to take hints. Like, we know. Charisse was saying that, to make it clear, Karen, like, look, I have made it plenty clear with you. And then Karen said, no one has talked about you in years. So everybody like, ooh, like, oh my God. So Charisse was like, she hasn't extended when Charisse was going through her divorce. I guess Karen didn't reach out to her to, you know what I'm saying, to see how she was doing. Karen like, look, I text you my condolences, and that's all I need to do. I ain't had to do nothing else. And I think at the time of the divorce for Charisse, Karen mom passed away, so she's dealing with that. And I understand that, because when you're dealing with the passing of your mom, even though when a divorce is like a death as well, is a death of relationship, but her mom passed away. So for her mom passing away is way more important than what you're going through, which I can understand. I can understand both sides of the story, right? They're both going through something bad, you know what I'm saying, traumatic in their lives. So Karen said that she texted her, and then I think Karen said that she didn't do something when her mom passed, but the ladies were saying that Charisse did show up to her mom's funeral. She did show support by showing up to her mom's funeral. And then Karen got upset. She like, don't be saying, I'm like, Karen, this trip must be the trip of selective hearing. Because, let me go back, when Jacqueline and Maya got into it, Maya brought up, like, I would never sleep with your husband. And I'm like, where did sleeping with your husband come from? She didn't say nothing about sleeping with your husband. So I think this is the trip of selective hearing, because they heard what they wanted to hear, or they brought up, I don't know what these two ladies was hearing, Karen and Jacqueline, but they did not hear we wasn't listening to the same conversation. Unless production cut something out that we miss. But according to the ladies' reaction that was there, we didn't miss anything, because we were like, what are you talking about? But Karen was going off. Charisse, and I don't know why Charisse want to be, or keep talking about it. I don't know if she said she want to be friends. I don't know what's going on, but why keep talking about it? Tell Gizelle and Robin to leave alone. I would have told Gizelle and Robin, like, look, if she don't want to be my friend, she don't want to be my friend. It is what it is. It is okay. I'm cool with it. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not going to keep, you know what I'm saying, we could be cordial. We could, you know what I'm saying, we around each other. We could be cordial, and and it is what it is. I think Robin said that, something about her avoiding the whole conversation. I think Karen could be cordial in the same environment. And I think with certain people, with Charisse, she'll just remove herself because she know that she don't like it. Maybe Karen just need to sit down and tell Charisse, like, look, I don't like you. And give her the reason why. So everybody could just leave it alone. But Karen is not. I don't know if Karen done it already or not. But, yeah, that was that. 1 second. Yeah. So at the table, I'm reading my notes. Karen Karen was saying you could just you just been begging to be my friend, because Karen didn't invite Sharice to her show, and that's what Giselle brought up. Why will you invite somebody to anything that you're doing if you don't like them? That's being real. It's supposed to be a reality show, right? That's being real. I'm not gonna invite you if I don't like you like that. The other ladies that she invite, she's probably cool with. She's on good terms. She ain't got no beef with. But she didn't invite the people that she didn't want to invite. So what's the problem? So Sharice, in return, put it in the chat, the video of, say Karen, her lady parts being exposed along with Maya. And Karen was like, well, if you should have sent that to me if you wanted to be friends. That could have been a good icebreaker. We could have ha he, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. And that's when they start going back and forth, and Karen went buck wild on the table. And so did Sharice. So they so that was the end of that. And of course, it's a part 2 to be continued. So let's see what happens next week. So that's the end of my video. So don't forget to, to do your thing, like, share, comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know how you think of the show. Let me know some of the things I need to change up, besides my background, because it is what it is for right now. But y'all have a great day. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you soon.